So you're lacking motivation. You've reached this point in your life where you feel as though you're stagnant. You're not necessarily moving forward or backwards. It's just like the inspiration is no longer there and you don't really know what to do. You're in luck because you stumbled upon this video. And I actually have a boatload of motivation to give you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and condense it into 3 simple but very effective strategies that I use to help make sure that you stay motivated in 2020. So here's what you gotta do. First thing, you gotta focus on the 24 that you got. There's a saying that I like to live by, which is take it one day at a time. Another one that I find myself repeating a lot throughout the course of the day, or even as soon as I wake up, is just winning the day. I think we all have a tendency to really put a lot of unnecessary pressure on ourselves to really make sure that we achieve everything that it is that we want to achieve, whether it be 6 months, a year, 5, 10 years from now. But the only thing that we're guaranteed is today. Why is it that we put that unwanted pressure to accomplish this 10-year goal in a day? Like it just doesn't make sense. So for me, I get my motivation from just maximizing the day, winning the day. The 24 hours that I got today is the only thing that I'm guaranteed when I wake up. Shifting my mindset from thinking like 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future, it all starts with today. Let's say, okay, I'm a musician. Let's say I want to get that hit song. I will never get to that hit song until I make a song today. The thing that I notice with life is that it's just a bunch of now moments that basically accumulate over time. Like if you think about 5 years ago, whatever you were doing, it didn't feel like 5 years ago. Like at that period in time in your life, that was just another now moment. So with that being said, keeping that mindset to just focus on the 24 that you got really just puts you in a place of just appreciation, and for me, it's perspective to just show that like you don't really have to have it all figured out right now. As long as you're taking the step that you need to take to win the day and just taking it one day at a time, eventually things are just gonna start to pan out. That's just how life works. That's just how we're wired as humans, to basically figure it out along the way. I never knew how to work a camera. I never knew how to edit videos. I never knew how to shoot. I didn't know nothing about this. But the day that I decided, which was again another now moment, I just decided to turn the camera on and just start talking to it. And then over time, the same now moments just accumulated, and you start to get better, and you start to feel more confident and all this different type of stuff. It's all a product of you just focusing on the 24. Which brings me to my next point, which is that you have to set a routine for yourself. I cannot stress how important it is or how effective it has been for me to have a daily routine, to just have basically an outline of what my days are looking like. Now, they may not be at the same time at every single day, but I have things that I must get done for the day that align with my goals. Now, I'll give you an example. I made a vow to myself to post a video every day because I aspire to be a famous YouTuber. Or let me not say famous, a successful YouTuber. Now, in order for me to do that or to achieve that goal, I have to make sure that I record a video every single day. Why? Because that is a goal that I set for myself. I want to get better at making videos. How do you get better at making videos? By making videos. As simple as it sounds, it's a very hard concept for people to grasp. Now, with that being said, I have that. I make sure that I work out every single day. I cannot stress how important it is to take care of your body and make sure that you're eating the right things, so that you just put yourself in that mind frame to just remain at that high frequency where it's like you just want to get stuff done. You no longer feel lazy. Like if you're just rolling out of bed and just tackling the day, not really knowing what it is that you want to do, it's going to be a lot tougher to get that motivation versus like as soon as I wake up, I make sure that I go to the gym. First thing I do. So the hardest thing that I need to get done is out the way. What else do I got to do? Okay, I got to make sure that I practice the piano for at least an hour. Once that gets done, I know that I got to make a song or make a beat. If not, like today, I didn't make any music today, but I'm making this video. I basically just prioritize the most important things that I need to get done on a daily basis. You basically just find the motivation through that. Like there's definitely times where I'm unmotivated, but I find myself having more motivation than not because I have this routine. Your goals have to align with your daily routine. You can't say that you want to do something and you're not doing the thing that you need to do on a daily basis to achieve that set goal. If you have fitness goals, if you want to lose weight, you have to have tiny goals to set for yourself that amass to an even larger goal. Like if you have a goal to get a six-pack, you're not just gonna wake up and have a six-pack. It's gonna take efforts on a daily basis to achieve that goal. So with that being said, having a daily routine has helped me a lot to really just make sure that I'm always staying productive, and it allows me to not necessarily put all my efforts into one thing. So I'm never feeling burnt out. Having a routine of little things that you could do throughout the day to just take your mind off of different things. So it's like, I don't like, let's say, I don't know, what's a goal? Let's say I want to be a chef. I'm not going to spend all day, every day making meals or making whatever. Like I might make breakfast. All right, cool. I might go to the gym. I might read a book. I might do something that basically takes my mind off of that activity, so it's not just piling up. I think something that a lot of people do is that they feel as though they have to do this specific thing all day, every day, and it can become overwhelming. You can't put too much focus onto just one specific thing, because there's so many different aspects of our lives that matter, that affect our mental being. Like I said, working out is a huge thing that has really changed just my energy level and just my mindset and just how I feel about myself, to where I could hop on a song, or I could make a beat, or I could record this video and feel confident and feel happy and feel motivated to do it, because I feel like, damn, what's making a video to having to run a mile, or what's making a video to having to lift weights or stuff like that. So it really just primes your day. So yeah, make sure you guys have a routine so you make sure that you're getting stuff done and you're not necessarily doing things on a whim. Third point that has helped me stay motivated a lot in 2020 is really just detaching myself from the results. Not really focusing on when is it gonna happen, if it's gonna happen, how is it happening, what is it looking like today. Like I really just do it. I do everything that I do because I enjoy doing it. I don't let the results reflect whether I do something or not. And what I mean by that is in the sense that the opinions of others don't really matter to me. The only opinion that matters is mine. So if I wake up and I make a video and it gets no views and I get no subscribers, it's like, okay, cool. I still love that video. It's my video. So I just move on to the next day. I'm not really focusing on what is it like, what's the end goal here, or how am I gonna reach to this, what seems to be an impossible goal in the grand scheme of things. It really isn't. I'm not asking myself, okay, what are my numbers looking like today? What is my view count looking like today? That's how anxiety starts to build up, and that's how you really start to just instill fear in your mind and in everything that you do. When you start focusing on the results, like when you start comparing yourself, like, damn, I put out X amount of videos, this person put out this amount of videos, how come we're not the same? Or I did this amount of work today, why haven't I reaped the benefits? Like it just, you can't constantly just look for gratification or instant gratification with things. You have to just do it because you enjoy doing it, and knowing that what you're doing is gonna pay off in the long run. Really just not focusing on the results has really helped me do things with a lot more intention, and just making sure that I'm really pushing myself to my hardest. Understand that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve is gonna take some time, and you can't be so hard on yourself to try and achieve this thing or whatever it is that you're trying to do in this amount of time. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. Everything that you do takes time. Relax. Like, it doesn't have to get done. It doesn't have to be this thing that it has to happen right now. It's gonna happen if you keep on persisting, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You just have to believe that what it is that you're doing is gonna pay off in the long run, and your life is just gonna be a lot more fulfilling, because it's like everything else is just gonna be a byproduct of you just staying in the moment, taking it one day at a time, hitting your daily routine, and just detaching from the results. You're not really thinking about, damn, how much money am I gonna make if I keep doing this? Or how many people are gonna be a fan of me? How many followers do I have? All this different type of stuff. Like, you're not gonna be, like, that stuff isn't even gonna matter to you, because you're so dialed in on what it is that you got going on with yourself. You're in your own world. So everything is just outside noise. You really just gotta, everything that you do, you just gotta make sure that you're doing it with the right intention and you're doing it for yourself. You can't really focus on what other people got going on. You can't focus on how it is, like what ifs. You can't focus on the what ifs. You can't focus on the hows, the whys, the who's watching. Like, you can't focus on none of that. You gotta have tunnel vision. You just can't focus on none of that stuff. You really just gotta do it for you. Everything that you do, you gotta do it for you because you wanna do it. Majority of my motivation stems from myself. You look back and you see all this work that you did that accumulated over time, and you don't even wanna stop. Like, just think about how far you came. Do you really wanna stop right now? I know it's been, even if you started yesterday, you're a day ahead of what you were the day before. That was a bar. But all jokes aside, like, you really just gotta put it in perspective, put things into perspective. And really you just gotta get after it, really. Nobody's really gonna, like, the world is not gonna feel sorry for you. Hate to say it, it's a cold world. Shout out to J. Cole. I'm not even a J. Cole fan, but that's facts. The world is cold. The world don't care about you. You gotta care about yourself and make sure that you wanna get it for yourself. For real. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of work. It's not gonna be easy, but it's not impossible. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, somebody in an even worse of a situation that you're in right now has done it and then some. So just ask yourself, why can't I do it? When you see people who seem like they're just always inspired or always motivated, a lot of people aren't. They just do it because they know that they have to. Not necessarily that they have to, but they know that it's gonna pay off once I keep doing it. And yeah, motivation, it comes in spurts. It definitely comes in spurts. But in order to get those spurts, or I would say increase the amount of motivational spurts that you gotta have structure. You gotta have structure to your days. You should be going to bed and actually telling yourself, like, I did all that I could today. I'm content with what I did today. And you just start feeling good about yourself. You start feeling more sure. The doubt, the self-sabotage, all that stuff just starts to diminish. And you start living. You just start living, baby. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I've kind of been all over the place with the video, but I feel like you guys kind of get the gist of what it is that I'm talking about. And yeah, if you guys are here towards the end of this video still watching me, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you guys. See ya tomorrow. For real.